Hi, I'm Keith Kilgore, and this is an episode of Because We Care. Sorry about the long wait for these couple of episodes. I've been really busy lately with school stuff, so I have all the guys from Weekly Metal Reviews here. And today, because of an incident at school, we're going to talk about veganism. So I'm actually going to let Tyler start this.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Well, I was in my marketing class. I will not say names. I will not say who the teacher was.
We'll just call her Obama, bitch.
It infuriated me beyond words. They were talking about veganism, and veganism is a load of crap. It's the way they did it that really pissed me off. They had a terrible attitude. I'm right, you're wrong. They brought religion into it, which is probably one of the most offensive things to me. And they just said a bunch of stupid facts that pissed me off, and so I hate veganism, period. But I'll get to my points later. But yeah, that's background.
Veganism, I'm not saying I'm against it, but like if it's a way of like life, and if you want to do that, go for it. That's cool. But they like shove it down people's throats and saying what they're doing is wrong is fucking retarded. Especially something that has to do with like how people have been living since they started, which is what it's obviously a set in stone. You don't have to shove it down people's throats that they're doing something wrong or whatnot. That's just fucking stupid.
Alright, Sammy, you guys, you also really pissed off. I'm still thinking.
You want to say anything?
I'm kind of like what Zach said. It's, if you're vegan, I don't hate you, but...
I don't hate you.
But let's see, what was the quote from Luke? Your beliefs are, like a penis. It's nice to have one and, to talk about it, but, don't stick it in my face and shove it down my throat. So, and I know probably, my friend Renee from Freedom Videos is probably going to get really pissed off when I say this, but yeah, I personally, don't support veganism, so I'll get to some, again, we'll probably add more stuff in later, so, your turn.
I don't like cocky people, and I don't like the people that presented all of their beliefs and such. I mean, I used to be a vegetarian for a little while, just because, some points, with the slaughterhouses and just, I don't know about it's just all the disease possibilities and, drugs they put in there. It scared me a little bit, but I think it was just sort of like a phase that everyone goes through. But vegans, it's okay to believe something, but if you're gonna be all hardcore about it or whatever, by all means go ahead. Just if I try to put you down or something like that, saying veganism is stupid, then by all means come back at me, bro. But if I don't, then keep it to yourself.
Were they talking about I know it's veganism. Were they talking about how eating products from animals is stupid too? Were they presenting about
Yeah,
that?
I don't know, sort of.
Like eggs and milk.
Yeah, they were just, I don't know. First of all, I personally just think, those animals, they're raised to be slaughtered. Once they're slaughtered, there's more raised. They pump that crap into them, whatever. I mean, food's food to me, and that shows in my appearance. Man, I mean, I will eat chicken, and I don't care where the hell it came from. I don't care where the hell it got there. You can call me an asshole. But to me, that they're made to be slaughtered. And then, these guys have said, it's just you can believe whatever the hell you want. You can be the most hardcore vegan, the most hardcore Christian, the most hardcore Muslim, the most hardcore whatever. But once you start slamming it down my throat is when I'm going to have a really, really bad problem with you
That's what
It's
she
just
said.
it's just bad. It pisses me off. It's just retarded. And then
The thing about the
they
milk.
were saying something about fish getting this really biohazardous disease, and then we eat that. The FDA
You cook it.
regulates that shit. Why the hell would the FDA look at this and be like, oh, there's like a number 5 on the biohazardous scale here. We'll sell it anyway. Fuck that!
One of the things is, like, I know, and then again, I'm bringing her up again, which, you know, you can yell at me if you want, but with Renee, she's like, well, there is a certain amount of, like, rat feces that you're allowed to have in your cereal. My retort to that is, you know, that costs money and resources, and obviously if it's allowed, it doesn't do that much harm. And then you were telling me about how, like, the milk thing, how they basically went on and said, like, milk is, like, acidic to your bones and, like, destroys your bones, which is complete bullshit, because it's does the exact opposite for you. So, like, I feel like they were just bringing in just, like, these really dumb facts and just...
They were bullshitting a lot of it.
Yeah, they were. That's what it sounds like, and
I've always drank milk and I've never broken a bone.
Proof.
So, yeah, like we've basically been saying anytime, you can believe what you want, but I mean, I don't care.
Plus, like, I think veganism has its downfalls, and, like, I'm not one to know, like, a ton about vegetarianism or veganism or, like, anything to do with that, like, about that stuff. Like, I don't know a lot about it, but, like, I do remember hearing how, like, women who, like, have a vegan lifestyle, there's, like, when they would get pregnant, they'd have a lot of complicated problems because they don't have all the minerals and vitamins they need to, like, go through pregnancy, and they, like, lacked a lot of that, which, like I said, gave problems because of their lifestyle, which shows that, like, veganism isn't the way you're supposed to live life. I mean, like I said before, if you want to do that and you're for it because you like helping animals and you're all for animals having better lives, or just you want to have a pure body or whatever the hell your mind is telling you, go for it. But, like, it shows that veganism isn't a, like, 100% healthy way to live. And I don't think anything is nowadays, I'm just saying.
And our bodies are made to eat both meat and veganism foods. So, like, that's another point that was just retarded. They were saying how we're herbivores. We're meant to be herbivores. And our canines are meant to eat hard fruit.
Something with our, like, intestines. Like,
Yeah, and, like, we can't digest meat. Okay, wow. If I go upstairs and I eat my daily chicken, I'll be able to shit it out a couple hours later. Like, that is proof that we can digest meat. And these things, these canines, are meant to help us with meat. That is the most idiotic, stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. Way to bullcrap that. That was...
Yeah, one of the things that, like one of you guys mentioned that they were talking about, like, how the only reason we kind of started eating meat was because of the Ice Age and all that stuff. Well, that just kind of proves, in a way, what I've been saying, which is, like, with, like, evolution and Darwinism and all that, it's survival of the fittest. So, if there's not enough food, then species and animals and even us, we adapt so that we can get food, which will start eating other things. So, like, if all of a sudden all the other animals in the world started dying, we'd either start turning cannibals, or we'd start, or we'd go vegetarian. Or if all the plants disappeared, everybody would eat meat. Like, it's either that or die. So, I mean, yeah.
Does Sam have any words? He's being
Alright.
quiet.
The foot is up. First of all, what I have to say about people adapting to change, how even if their theory was correct, which I'm not sure how they have any proof of it, that they were cavemen or something, they had some caveman buddies from Geico that know, but say that did happen, or whatever. But now, like, nowadays, if you see some animal out there, like a herbivore, if something that they eat is dying off and they have to resort to eating meat, do you think those people would be like, no, those animals shouldn't eat meat at all, they should just die? Well, do you think they would in any way say, no, let those animals die, we're not going to let them eat at all? No, they would be all for healthy animals. People are animals. I mean, we do what we need to do to survive. You know, if we didn't start eating meat, then we'd all not fucking be here. And, you know, I don't know Ben, but I'm pretty sure they want to live, so thank the ancestors for eating meat. Also, when you chew, when you're eating meat, not sucking dick, but eating meat, like a steak or something, you bite into it, you don't like chew it up here, you know, like when you're eating, you chew it with your back teeth, right? Like, even if the canines weren't meant for eating meat or whatever, we chew with our back teeth, they can grind up meat. How do the canines have anything to do with that? Yeah, we can bite meat off or something like that. We're civilized enough and we're intelligent enough to cut it, and we can chew it. You know, I'm pretty sure there's no reason for that. You know, there's reason behind it that we can eat vegetables, we can eat a lot of vegetation, I'm not going to say any, and meat. Because meat supplies people with needed vitamins and minerals that they can use to flourish. You know, I'm not saying if you just eat meat and you don't exercise or anything, you're going to be healthy. No, you eat meat, you exercise, I mean, you'll be healthy and everything. Vegans, they can eat just vegetables or just vegetation, fruit. They can exercise and be healthy and all that, but I mean, they're lacking a lot of vitamins and minerals, like really strong ones that would really help the body later in life. Because, I don't know, vegans, when they get old, what are they going to do? I mean, I think their bodies are going to be a lot weaker. Yeah, they'll be healthier, so they can die healthy, but they're not going to live as long. And people usually want to live longer. And that's just a personal thing, whether you want to live longer or not. And what else was I going to say here? Oh yeah, religion. There's no religion out there. Well, there's a couple. Don't quote me on that. There's a couple religions out there that say you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that. But they said, the people giving this presentation said there's no religion out there that advocates eating meat. And they tried to use Christianity's commandment, thou shalt not kill, as something to not kill animals. That's just towards people. Because people are self-centered, you know. Back then, they would slaughter lambs and have a bountiful feast. And the ancient Greeks and Romans, long before Christianity, they would slaughter their animals and have their bountiful feast. And long before that, the Egyptians, they would do that. And long before that, back to Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons and all that stuff. They would hunt and they would slaughter and you know, I'm saying all this because each of those ancient civilizations believed in a higher being. The Greeks, they had their gods that would pray, their gods would give them bountiful feast, or Christians would pray to their god, or you know what I'm saying though. Whether it's some Amazonian tribe, I'm not sure if I said that right, I'm not even sure if that's a real word, but tribes in the Amazon, they would pray to whatever god they have, and they would hunt and they'll eat, you know. That's just the way things are. And I'm perfectly fine if someone just wants to eat vegetables and fruit, just organic foods. Not just vegetables and fruit at that. They have to eat completely organic food. Like, not just go to the supermarket, buy some nuts and grains or whatever and eat them. They have to have special organic foods that don't use any chemicals, that cost like
so much more.
Yeah, like if I shit gold, yeah, sure, I could go ahead and be a vegan, but that's the thing. Times are tough nowadays. And people don't just want to be stingy and not spend any money. They can't. I'm not going to go out and like pay 3 times as much as I already do for like just some bananas or something like that, just because they're grown elsewhere and they're there's just something little that's different. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not much that's different. And that's the state of the food industry. I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks that they're putting antibiotics in animals and all that stuff, but if you don't like that, just go to your local farms. You know, out here in Pennsylvania, we have a lot of Amish around here. I'm pretty sure they don't have all that money to inject all their cows with antibiotics and spray a whole bunch of chemicals on them. They have just natural beef. Go to your Amish, if you don't live around any Amish or whatever, find some supermarket like that. Yeah, like Amish, it may just ground beef or something. It may be a little bit more than from some factory, but that's so much better. I mean, it's not I'm saying there's no alternatives. I mean, it's not like super pricey. Like instead of buying like, let's just say $5 for a pound of ground beef or $15 for some special tofu crap, just, you know, spend like a couple dollars more for something that's a lot better for you. I'm not saying there's no alternatives. There's lots of alternatives. I'm just saying that's, you know, veganism is not may not be the right way for everyone. Whatever you want to believe, sure, go for it, but it's not right for everyone. Just because you think killing animals is wrong, and if you think it's sadistic or something that other people do it, sure, go right ahead. I mean, I'm a misanthropist. I really don't care about human beings half the time, more than half the time. If someone dies, yeah, sure, they died. There's nothing you can do about it. No, I have my beliefs. I'm pretty sure other people have their beliefs, but strictly about veganism, it's not the right way for everyone. And that's all I'm going to say for now.
I feel like, no, this is just opinion, but it's like kind of obvious to most people. You take someone who's like, is just like a general person, they'll eat anything, and like you put a fucking like nice one, like $50 steak in front of them, and like a $50 salad that's just like vegetarian salad. Most people are gonna want to eat the fucking steak, man. Like seriously, I'll eat the fucking steak. And what sounds better, a vegetarian salad or a salad with like either nice shrimp or chicken or anything in it? 'Cause I'd sure take the fucking salad with all that meat in it.
Yeah, usually humans, you know, we eat both in the same meal. You'll have some type of vegetable or whatever, and then your meat. So you're getting well-rounded everything, you know? Like I have my corn and then I have my chicken.
And then Doritos.
Yeah, later I'll have Doritos. So
and
our food has been industrialized forever. We've slaughtered animals like Sam has said forever. So and it's not going to stop. So you can kiss my behind.
So as a quick wrapping up point is
PETA is retarded.
Hey, that too. But, like I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you know, you say that I don't get all the stuff, you know, that you guys eat from meat, but then I can take all kinds of supplements, and I'm like, okay, so you're all about natural things.
Yeah,
Those kind of that's not fucking natural. Like, you know, when everything was kind of put together, and then like. And you know, animals have this kind of meat, and that's how naturally that's where you're supposed to get that from, not from like a pill that you take once a month because you're too pussy to eat to eat your chicken, for example. So
yeah,
like you say, it's natural, so it's like really hypocritical in a lot of points. So I feel like this is a really
Can
long
I add
video.
one more point?
I will slay you in a chicken eating contest.
I mean, I'm not one to judge. But you see, most people that advocate and protest for PETA and all those organizations, they're all fucking criminals. Like, you hear those stories all the time. They go, like, this is just a general one, and I've just heard stories like this before. People go into like animal testing centers or testing like animals like chimpanzees or something. They like let all the animals go and burn the place down. And if like a human being dies in the process, they don't really care because they got all the animals out. That's just retarded. Like, I don't understand that at all. Like, and I was just like saying, like, most people who advocate for like PETA and shit are just criminals. Like, I remember I watched some like PETA guy. He was in a classroom, in a public classroom in school, and he starts off his presentation. I've been arrested 7 times. Like, how is that supposed to help you out? You look like a douche. Stop it.
All right, so
PETA's gay.
I feel like this video's been gotten pretty long, so this is a nice comeback video. So I'm Keith, Sam, Zach, and Tyler from Weekly Metal Reviews, and we're signing off. God.
Red button.
What?
Red button.
Red button.
Hey, hey, hey.